Hey guys, what's going on? It's Craft Battle Duty here, and it's that time of the week again for another episode of Pixelmon Facts. Today I'll be going over where did the legendary trio spawn in the latest Pixelmon update. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do for this episode is I'm going to show you each individual biome that they spawn in, and then after that I'm going to show you how rare each bird is. We'll kick things off with Articuno. Okay, so kicking things off with Articuno, which only spawns in Ice Mountain biomes. The biome itself for the Ice Mountain is pretty rare to find, but if you find one, then that's where you catch Articuno. Okay, next up you got Zapdos, which spawns in Forest Hills biomes. So just if you find a forest and you can just find like a sort of almost, it's like half as tall as an Extreme Hill. They're not that hard to find. So yeah, that's Zapdos. And lastly, you've got Moltres, which spawns in Extreme Hills. You guys know what that is. There's a lot of Pokemon that also spawn in Extreme Hills. But now we'll go on to the rarity of each bird. Okay, now moving into the legendary trio's rarity values. They are all different. You'll see which one is rare and which one is not rare, and I can tell you now the spread is not even. It's pretty inconsistent. So we'll get on to that. And before I do that though, I'd just like to say that Mew is now rarer than it was last update. Last update it was 1 in 526. It is now 1 in 686. This is due to the fact that they added Weeping Bell, Pinsir, and what's that last one? I think it is, wait up, hold it right there. Weeping Bell, Pinsir, and Execute, which added another 160 to the rarity. So that has made now Mew rarer than it was once before. Okay, we'll kick off the rarity values with Articuno, which is the least rare of the three. It has only a 1 in 526 spawn, which is exactly the same as what Mew was last update. And Mew wasn't that rare. I found about 4 in my series on Alpine. So you can find an Articuno, but the only tricky bit is that you got to find an Ice Mountain. Now I know for a fact that they're pretty hard there. I don't have one on my survival world, so I'll have to go adventuring, but Ice Mountains is what you want. Okay, now moving on to the next rarest, Moltres, which is slightly rarer, in 1 in 571. Nothing much. It's just a little bit rarer than Articuno, but you'll see by the spread that I'm about to show you now, which Zapdos is, it's very consistent. Okay, and lastly, Zapdos is 3 to 4 times rarer than the other birds, with a whopping 1 in 1491 spawns. Also wins the medallion for the rarest Pixelmon, and Articuno gets the medallion for the least rarest legendary as of now. Before I end this episode guys, I'm just going to point out one more fact. Moltres and Zapdos, for their biomes, those biomes each spawn 14 different Pokemon, and for Articuno it spawns 5 different Pokemon. So as you can tell, Articuno is by a landslide a lot easier to find. I mean, the only thing you'll find in a mountain ice biome is a Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Magnemite, a Clefairy, or Articuno. But the rarity values for Pidgey and Magnemite are 200, so 526 makes up the majority of that. Okay guys, that was Pixelmon Facts episode 3. If you have a suggestion for next week, leave it in the comment box below. If you liked the video, please leave a like. This video took me a lot of time to Photoshop these birds out. These aren't stock images, these are Photoshopped. I'm a bit of a noob at it, so it takes me a while. But thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.